Hello, I'm Mhairi from Mhairi Lou Yoga. Today I'm giving you a 15-minute mini yin session designed for the gardeners. Whether you actually get out in the garden or just have an enormous houseplant collection. When we're spending that much energy taking care of things and also in very forward motions, it's really important that we take that time back to look after ourselves, our spines, our souls. So all you need today is a chunky blanket or a pillow from your bed and maybe a little yoga block or book. We'll start today in Yin's only standing pose that I'm aware of. It's called dangling pose or ragdoll. So making your way onto your feet, start with them about hip distance apart, maybe a little wider. Just let your toes go where they want to go. Some people's toes will turn in or out. Just let them do their thing. Start with the spine straight, so placing the hands on the legs, bend the knees, and take a big breath in to lengthen through the spine, finding space between the ribs. And as you exhale, allow the back to melt down. Release the hands to the ground. Your head and shoulders can get super heavy here. And we're looking for a lovely release along the lower back, so bend the knees as much as you need. Let the breath start to deepen. And just notice how it feels to be here today. If anything is very obviously and loudly tight or sore, if there's anywhere that feels quite easy, quite soft. And then just noticing where your mind wants to go here. If it's having a hard time staying in your body, don't be too hard on yourself. Just gently remind yourself to come back. And allow your awareness to be fully in the present. Where can you soften a little more here? Nice. Take one more big breath in. Really fill the lungs. As you exhale, melt down a little more. Bend the knees a little more, bring the palms down and walk yourself onto all fours. Taking your time to come down. Sit back onto the heels for a moment. Grab your blanket and we'll place it across the mat. At roughly 2/3 of the way up. If you've not got a mat, it won't matter. Just make sure there's space for your head above it. Then turning yourself around. We're trying to place the blanket across the shoulder blades so that the shoulders themselves can actually roll off the back a bit. Start with the soles of the feet down and bring the hands wide down beside your body so that you have a bit of support as you roll the body down. Don't worry if it doesn't hit the right place first time, you can just come back up and adjust. You might find that you want something a little thicker or a little less underneath the back. So this is nipped just under the shoulder blades. It's touching the base of my shoulder blades, but my shoulders are relaxed and pressing down. What you do with your arms is up to you. Maybe you take them out nice and wide. Make a little snow angel. Not really the season, but never mind. Maybe you take the feet out straight. And this should provide a lovely sense of length across the front of the body, which is a nice way to counter all that sort of forward-facing inward motion that we have when we garden. And once you've set yourself up, allow yourself to return to the breath. If you're new to Yin, we hold the poses for a couple of minutes at a time. In this mini Yin, we're only doing about 2 minutes. And our hope here is that the body can start to relax more as we hold the stillness. We can tap into a more relaxed state of being. And as the muscles start to switch off, the energy and the stress that we're placing in the body, the good kind of stress, can start to make its way into the connective tissues, the fascia, the ligaments and the joints. And it's just like a gentle squeeze we pop on them, so that once we release the pose, all the energy and hydration can make its little magic in there and keep us nice and healthy. When I'm gardening, I find myself completely in what I'm doing, in how it feels and smells and the sounds that you can hear. Can you do the same here? Notice what you're feeling, smelling, hearing, and let all those senses be part of your experience here. Take one more big breath in and a big breath out. Slowly bring one foot at a time back up to the ground. Let both knees fall over to one side. You can bring the same arm over. And carefully roll yourself back up. Take a little pause, either cross-legged or sitting back on the heels. Just to notice how you're feeling. And our last couple of postures today are thread the needle. I've heard it called roly-poly panda, which sounds so much cooler. Call it what you like. A rose by any other name would feel just as yummy. Yeah, go with it. So, spreading your blanket out so that the knees have a nice amount of padding on the ground. We'll take the body into a tabletop and very briefly move ourselves through a cat-cow, inhaling to lift the tail, dip the belly, and rise through the heart. As you exhale, round up through the spine, scoop the belly and chest up. Look back towards your toes. Do one more of each. Follow your breath. Nice. Inhale to come back to a neutral spine. Rise the right arm up to the right. Feel that opening through your heart. As you exhale, thread the right hand through. So this is the thread, this is the needle. Here it goes. Come down onto your right shoulder. You can place the side of the head down. If that doesn't feel good, grab a little pillow. And maybe you take the left arm forward to help you slightly deeper. Hopefully feeling a sensation of openness through the shoulders and the back of the body. And if you really wanted to, you might tuck the left toes and extend back through the left leg so that you can roll a little further into it. Just be careful about the pressure you're putting on the head here. Coming back to your breath. Oh, I've got it. A pose by any other name would smell as sweet. Ha! Okay. to your breath. Let yourself be here, experiencing all the senses. Gently bring the left knee back down. Bring the left hand underneath your left shoulder. Press into the palm. Slide the right arm up and out. Reach to the sky. Exhale, bring the right palm down. Take the hips towards the heels and lower your forehead. Just taking a brief pause in our child's pose. Send the breath into the space between the shoulders. And if your lower back is a little tighter, always know that you can spread the knees in your child's pose to get a straighter spine. Inhale to come up. Bring the knees back under the hips. Hands back under the shoulders. Inhale, rise through the left arm. Reach for the stars. Exhale, thread it through. Find that needle. Come down onto your left shoulder. Reach forward with the right hand. Again, optional if you want to straighten out the right leg here to get a little deeper. But keep that softness, that yin energy. And by that I just mean not striving to push yourself somewhere, but finding a little acceptance and a little bit of gentle loving kindness towards your body and towards your practice. Slowly take the right knee back down. Slide the right hand back under the right shoulder. Press into your palm. Roll the left arm all the way up. Take a big breath in. Exhale. Left hand lowers down. Sit back onto your heels. Let the forehead come down. Maybe now after a few yin poses, you start to feel that little tingle in the rebound, so in the little space, the little transition. Maybe a wee tingly feeling, or sometimes a dullness or a numbness. None of this is good, bad, or ugly. It's just what it is. Press into the hands. Inhale, roll yourself up. And then slide the knees over to one side. And come to lie on the back again. Let the limbs come out nice and wide. You can support under the knees or under the lower back if you want to. Take the shoulder blades under your spine. Take a big, 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 big breath in. Bigger than that. And let it go. Feel free to pause now and take as long in your Shavasana as you need. Letting every muscle relax. And gently coming back to the breath. Notice any sounds around you. Smells. temperature, quality of light on the back of your eyes. Start to wiggle fingers and toes, wrists, ankles. When you're ready, have a big stretch overhead. And then roll yourself onto your favorite side. Take a little pause. Head can rest into your arm. Before slowly pressing yourself up to sit. As you arrive, letting the spine grow tall, shoulders soft, bring your palms together. Thank yourself for taking this time to practice. Look after yourself. And then we shall finish by honoring all that is awesome in each of us, taking the thumbs up. Thank you very much. Namaste.